Thanks for tuning into Jupiter's universe. We would like to talk about ancient crystal technology, crystals, and the city of Atlantis, Nikola Tesla and the far future with crystal technology. In the forgotten epochs of Earth, before recorded history as we know it, there existed a civilization that had mastered the art of crystal technology. This is their story. The Crystal Keepers. The Crystal Keepers were the guardians of ancient wisdom, a society that thrived on the harmonious balance between nature and technology. They believed that crystals were not mere stones but the very essence of life itself, holding the keys to the universe's mysteries. Healing harmonics. They harnessed the healing powers of crystals, using their vibrational frequencies to align the body's energy centers, known as chakras. These practices were not just for physical ailments but for spiritual enlightenment, allowing one to attain higher states of consciousness. The vibrational network. The Keepers had constructed a global network of crystalline obelisks that pulsed with the Earth's natural rhythms. This network amplified the Earth's vibrational frequencies, enabling them to communicate telepathically, share knowledge instantly, and even influence the weather patterns for agriculture. The Crystal Codex. At the heart of their society was the Crystal Codex, a vast library etched into crystals. It contained the accumulated knowledge of generations, from the medicinal properties of plants to the blueprints of advanced technologies that harnessed the power of the stars. In the fabled city of Atlantis, crystals were not mere adornments, they were the foundation of Atlantean life, interwoven with their technology, spirituality, and well-being. Here is a tale from the depths of time. The Crystal Core. At the center of Atlantis stood the Crystal Core, a colossal, luminescent crystal that pulsed with the heartbeat of the city. It was said to be a fragment of the stars, gifted by celestial beings to guide the Atlanteans on their path of enlightenment. Healing sanctuaries. Atlantis was renowned for its healing sanctuaries, where the sick and weary would come to be rejuvenated. The healers, known as the crystal harmonizers, used a sophisticated array of crystals to align the vibrational frequencies of the body, restoring physical and spiritual health. The vibrational grid. The entire city was laced with a network of crystalline fibers that transmitted vibrational energy. This grid powered their homes, propelled their vehicles, and even connected their minds, allowing for telepathic communication and shared experiences. The spiritual nexus. The Atlanteans believed that each crystal held a shard of the Akashic records, the ethereal compendium of all universal knowledge and experience. Through meditation and attunement with the crystals, they could access this spiritual information, guiding their decisions and expanding their consciousness. Technological marvels. Atlantean technology was a marvel to behold. They harnessed the power of crystals to create levitating platforms, energy weapons that could be tuned to non-lethal frequencies, and crystal-based computers that operated on the principles of light and sound. The cataclysm. But such power came with a price. The misuse of crystal technology led to a cataclysm that sunk Atlantis beneath the waves. Yet, it is said that the crystals still rest on the ocean floor, pulsating with forgotten knowledge, waiting for a time when humanity is ready to wield their power once again. In this story, Atlantis serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between technological advancement and spiritual wisdom, a lesson that echoes through the ages. In the early 20th century, Nikola Tesla discovers that certain crystals can store and transmit information across quantum fields, using the principles of piezoelectricity and resonance. He creates the Tesla Crystal Interface, a device that can access and interpret the data within these natural formations. He also develops the Crystal Grid, a network of colossal crystalline structures that harness the planet's ley lines to create a global energy matrix. However, his work is stolen and suppressed by a powerful corporation that wants to use the crystals for military and economic purposes. Tesla must evade his pursuers and expose the truth, while also exploring the spiritual aspects of the crystals and their connection to the collective consciousness of humanity. In the year 2030, humanity stood on the cusp of a new era. The world was abuzz with the potential of crystals, not just as physical objects but as vessels of ancient wisdom and advanced technology. This is the story of how crystals propelled humanity to the zenith of technological advancement by the year 2435. 2030 to 2050, the Crystal Awakening. It began with the Crystal Awakening. A group of scientists and spiritual leaders discovered that certain crystals could store and transmit information across quantum fields. This led to the creation of the first crystal interface, a device that could access and interpret the data within these natural formations. 2051 to 2100, the Harmonic Convergence. As the century progressed, the harmonic convergence occurred. This was a period when the spiritual energy of the crystals began to resonate with the collective consciousness of humanity. People found that they could enhance their cognitive abilities, heal ailments, and even communicate telepathically through crystal-mediated connections. 2101 to 2200, the Crystal Grid. The establishment of the Crystal Grid marked the next phase of human advancement. A network of colossal crystalline structures was built around the Earth, harnessing the planet's ley lines to create a global energy matrix. This grid powered cities, enabled instantaneous travel through teleportation, and revolutionized communication. 2201 to 2300, the Intergalactic Expansion. With the mastery of crystal technology, humanity embarked on an intergalactic expansion. The creation of crystal drives allowed for faster-than-light travel, making the colonization of distant planets a reality. The spiritual information within the crystals guided humans to live in harmony with new worlds and their inhabitants. 2301 to 2400, the Age of Enlightenment. The Age of Enlightenment was a golden era where technology and spirituality were indistinguishable. The crystal consciousness, an AI that synthesized the collective knowledge and spirituality of humanity, became the guiding force for societal development. It was during this time that the barriers between physical and metaphysical realms dissolved, leading to profound understandings of existence. 2401 to 2435, the Zenith of Advancement. By 2435, humanity had achieved a symbiotic relationship with the crystals. The Crystal Nexus, a vast library of spiritual and technological information, was accessible to all. Human potential was fully realized, with individuals able to manifest realities, explore multiple dimensions, and continue the eternal quest for knowledge. The crystals, once simple stones, had become the keystones of civilization, holding not just information, but the very essence of human progress. In this future, humanity had not conquered the universe, it had become one with it, a testament to the power of unity between technology and the human spirit. In the year 2435, humanity had reached the zenith of technological advancement, harnessing the power of crystals not just for their energy, but as conduits for spiritual wisdom. The discovery was made when Dr. Elara Mistry, a renowned quantum physicist and spiritual medium, found that certain crystals could store vast amounts of data when subjected to quantum entanglement. The Crystal Archives. In the heart of Neo-Tokyo, a towering structure of intertwining spires known as the Crystal Archives rose above the skyline. It was here that the crystals, each pulsating with an ethereal glow, held the collective knowledge and experiences of civilizations both past and future. Dr. Mistry's breakthrough came when she interfaced her consciousness with a crystal using a device called the Mind Meld Helm. The crystal revealed to her ancient texts, blueprints of forgotten technologies, and even messages from entities beyond our understanding. It was as if the crystals were alive, whispering the secrets of the universe to those who would listen. The Guardians of the Crystals. A group of individuals, known as the Crystal Guardians, were trained to communicate with the crystals. They believed that these stones were sentient beings, ancient guardians of knowledge that had chosen humanity as their new custodians. The Guardians dedicated their lives to understanding the crystals, deciphering their messages, and using the knowledge to guide humanity towards a brighter future. The Crystal Network. As more crystals were discovered, they were added to a global network, creating a web of interconnected wisdom. This network became the backbone of society, influencing everything from scientific research to spiritual practices. People could access the network through personal crystal devices, which allowed them to tap into the collective knowledge or even upload their own experiences for others to learn from. The conflict. However, not all were in favor of this new crystal-driven society. A faction known as the techno-skeptics emerged, arguing that reliance on the crystals was a deviation from human ingenuity. They warned that humanity was becoming too dependent on these mysterious entities, potentially leading to a loss of free will. The revelation. The conflict reached its peak when a massive crystal, deep within the Earth's crust, was activated. It sent a surge of energy through the network, linking every crystal and every mind to a singular consciousness. In that moment, every human experienced a shared vision of the future, a future where technology and spirituality were one, where the knowledge of the crystals guided humanity to an era of peace and enlightenment. The revelation quelled the conflict, uniting humanity with a newfound purpose. The crystals had not come to control or to dominate, but to elevate humanity to its highest potential. From that day forward, the crystal archives were not just a repository of knowledge, but a symbol of the harmonious balance between technology and the human spirit. And so, the story of the crystals and their spiritual information continued, an ever-evolving saga of humanity's journey through the cosmos, guided by the crystalline light of wisdom.